Hey everyone, welcome to CSGM. I am JRT, going to be joined by Izan tonight, and we have Orion up against Heaven's Devils ESEA-Main action, season number 26. Orion sitting at 5-4 and Heaven's Devils at 6-3. Should be a good one, Izan.
No, I don't think so. It's going to be a terrible game.
Great.
It'll be the most boring Counter-Strike ever. Orion is just going to 16-0 these guys. Not going to be much to cast. SGM and Anti are just going to get aces every round. They're just going to go back and forth. Gizzy will just be hanging out next to the dumpster. Filthy will be doing his trigonometry homework the whole time. They're not even going to be paying attention. It's going to be so easy.
Well, Heaven's Devils, no
Maybe.
slouches. I mean, they've won 2 of the last 3. One of them in double overtime, 22-20 versus Stealthy and the Pigs. Their last loss was up against Set to Destroy, 16-5 on Overpass, so not the greatest match for them. So
Yeah,
Orion has to...
Orion too. I mean, they're on a 2-loss streak here. And it's messed up too because the previous 2 games before that were they basically stomped their opponents, like 16-3, 16-4, something like that.
Yep, it was 16-4 and then 16-11. Here's Anti engaging here over on the B side. All 5 members of Heaven Devils have gone in. They've got the bomb plant down here. And a lot of damage taken for them, but all 5 still standing. Orion trying to go for the retake here. SGM firing away here towards construction, but cannot connect on anything. So Heaven's Devils have burned a decent amount of time off the bomb timer here. Filthy does charge in here, gets 1, going in with help. Filthy gets a second, looking for more inside of Canals. Can't find it. Yes, he can. Actually, that is help. Filthy was helped out by him. 3v2. Theo and Becker gonna have to come here and get that defusal. Gizzy finds one, then help gets the second one. Becker and Theo fall. They're not gonna have time to get the defusal though, because no kit. Wow. So just taking too long around getting to that site.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really wasn't paying attention there. I was texting my girlfriend.
Excellent. It's good to know you're here.
Her name is Jaquinda Johnson. She's a German woman. 75 years old. Very attractive for her age.
Sounds like you're telling the truth.
Doesn't tie me down, you know, lets me be me. Very rewarding relationship for sure. So Ryan gonna be on a 4-spot here. Pretty common, pretty standard practice these days, although we do see Gizzy with an ump in hand. It is a bit unorthodox, but nevertheless could add a bit more firepower to this round. And I think that round was pretty close there. At just like you said, it took a bit too long to get on the site. And honestly, these CZs are pretty much matched. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Never mind. That could have been cooler. Sorry.
Well, it was pretty good though. Anti getting a double kill there over towards Canals at least weakened Heaven's Devils considerably. Reality has 26 HP. Theo has 5. Kawhi the only one with 100. Orion's SGM and Gizzy could have the advantage here if they find one more frag.
I don't know what angle Gizzy's holding right now. I have no idea what he's doing. He's not protecting his teammate from anywhere right now.
Yeah, SGM's
I really don't
exposed.
understand what he's doing here. If they come through construction, SGM is dead. What is he watching right now? Do you know? Does anyone in chat know what the hell Gizzy's looking at right now? In what way is this helping his teammate? Gizzy! Get with the program, bub.
Yeah, I think he's just waiting for something to happen there over on the site, and there it is. Now Molly going to come right under his feet. He's going to have to move out. A great Molly thrown there by Heaven's Devils. They're going to go for the plant here. SGM pops around, gets 1 and 2, and maybe the 3rd from Gizzy. No, Gizzy goes down. Kawhi finds not 1 but 2. SGM falls as well, so nothing doing there. Gizzy had an opportunity to find the frag, but just couldn't seal the deal. 2-0 for Heaven's Devils.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, they made it expensive for them. Anyway, so most of their players dying there. They're going to have to buy it. But it's going to be going with SMGs. And now, this is interesting, too, because if they don't get a lot of kills, they're going to have to rebuy next round anyway. Because there's no way in hell they're taking 4 SMGs, like more specifically Mac 10s, up against an M4 armor buy from Orion. I mean, at this point, I would have rather just P250s or CZs instead of the Mac 10.
Well, I mean, if they can farm enough money with these Mac 10s, it could pay off. And it looks like they're getting off to a good start here. Ekajuke getting Anti. Theo gets 1. That's just overall
Jesus.
just like that. Reality finds 3, and that's a lot of money in the bank for them, so it won't be a problem for them to buy up those AKs. They could stick with the SMGs, though, Izan. It wouldn't surprise me. It's kind of like a bonus round for them to keep getting the frags. It all works
Oh,
out.
I think it's a bad call for sure. Orion will melt him here. Back 10 against armor, it's not very effective. Unless Heaven's Devils go for the rush strat here, which is becoming more and more common on 4th round buys for the terrorists. Well, they'll just literally zerg onto an area and try to overwhelm the CT side. Because, they're setting up right now. They're trying to get position. They got their nades coming. So, like, a full-on rush really throws off the defense.
Yeah, and they're coming out here towards bathrooms. Heaven's Devils moving up onto the A site. No one's actually on A at the moment as they're looking for info over at long. SGM does fall back. He finds Reality, hits him down to about half health. He's at 46, and Ekijuki is going to throw that nade right next to SGM. No, actually, it hits the box and does not connect at all. So Reality, the only one who's taken damage so far in this round.
Yeah, I think Heaven's Devils outplayed themselves here. Probably should have just ran into the site. They're burning a lot of utility, though they do still have 4 Molotovs left, so decent amount for post-plan as well as the execute here. But Orion's really not taking the bait. They still got a couple guys down by B. They're holding fast. They don't want to engage these Mech 10s up close. They know there's at least one because Reality was taking some shots. The head gets spotted out from Becker here. So Orion going to be a bit scatterbrained right now as they try to figure out where this is going to happen. 40 or so seconds left on the clock. And it looks like it's a full migration towards a B site.
No one is there on B either. This is a great call. Help is going to finally make his way back, and they're going to figure out what's happening here, but is it too late? They're going to get this boost over that wall. Help trying to get them to get some angle, and they're re-rotating back to
triple fake?
Oh
What
my
is this?
goodness.
Matchmaking? Come on,
SGM
man.
finds the frag
You're
on
not
Becker,
going to
and then
fool
gets
Orion
Reality.
with that nonsense.
Oh, goodness. Gizzy gonna find Ekijuki. Theo and Kawhi are still standing, but yeah, that was just a crazy attempt there by Heaven's Devils. Orion holding fast, finding Theo and Kawhi. Only lost 1 member in that engagement. That was just absolutely nuts, though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I think, like I said, I think they outplayed themselves, though. If Heaven's Devils probably would just YOLO'd in, might have been able to get the bomb down. May have been able to win the round. They had a ton of mollies and smokes with them. Could have kept Orion at bay for a little while anyway.
Should have just gone to B for sure. All right, so just one player to watch here on Orion is actually Help, who's been the bottom frag in the last 3 matches. He needs to step up his game to get them out of this losing streak. As we mentioned earlier, a 2-game losing streak for them, losing Team Connection 16-11 and Broken Alliance 19-15. Anti and Gizzy, on the other hand, are both top frag, and Gizzy has 70 over the last 3, and Anti has 69. Anti's been the top frag for the last 2 in those losing efforts, so we'll see if Help can pitch in. So far, he's not doing too bad. He's trading his frags with his deaths, sitting at 2 and 2 here, watching from the toxic barrels at B. And,
I'm here.
50.
I was absorbing the silence there for a minute.
Sometimes you just have to enjoy it.
What are these guys? Yep. No, I'm talking what they're saying in chat. I don't know what the hell they're talking about here. They should reappear if you don't see them. Try refreshing Steam. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. It was something streaming. Look at Gizzy in this wonky spot here.
Well, he finds 1 and 2. There it is. Reality and Ekijuki just fall like dominoes over there at long A. Now it's going to be a 4v3.
He repeated him like that. I mean, he just killed his teammate. Why is he slow peeking on the thing?
That's a really good question. I'll have to ask him after the match. 4v3 here. And Help did get some information over at Construction. He has to know that HD is coming in here. Becker gets lit up by not only Help, but Anti as well. Help looking for perhaps 2 more here. Finds 1. Looking for the 3K. Oh, the spray transfer ineffective there over on Theo. But Orion's going to win the round anyway because time ran out. And then Filthy just adds insult to injury, finding Theo with the headshot from the M4A4. Wow. Orion struck back with a vengeance here in these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, I don't know they're going to do much here. I don't know. Was that a misbuy there from Kauai? Oh, they're forcing up behind these AKs here.
No, they're forcing up, yeah. Becker's going to lead the charge there. Orion Filthy playing pretty aggressively there over in Canals. Does find one, gets traded out immediately by Theo. So the Force Buy, not a loss yet, but Theo has been pretty lit up from that engagement. Reality trying to spray through there towards Help. Does connect on a couple of shots. Help down to 58. Reality now looking towards Construction, and they're going to have to decide where they're going to end up here. It looks like two members are leaning towards the A site, or at least those upper tunnels, and Akajuke and Kawhi are going to lead the charge now.
Good song leading the charge. Didn't you write that song?
Yeah, I did.
Good stuff. They're doing actually a pretty good job here, all things considered, for this round on Heaven's Devils. I don't know if that buy was intentional or what. Kawhi just kind of dumped the load into that one. There was kind of hesitant there in the spawn, trying to figure out if they're going to buy that round or not. And he spent everything. He had a huge loadout here. Maybe they're just trying to get all near the same amount of cash, because right now everyone's broke on the side of Heaven's Devils. Very easily could be a tie game here. And Orion could make a run of things.
Heaven's Devils been rotating back and forth between the sites over these last 3 rounds, and it just hasn't been working out for them. Now they're going to be going to A. Orion hasn't been really rotating or been drawn off either of the sites. Akajuke is going to get full flash, so the rest of his teammates. SGM throwing another one there. Kawhi does find SGM over at Truck. Now 3 members from Orion are going to rotate from Dumpster. None of them towards that bank area. Help's going to get this boost for Gizzy, as Gizzy did find one in a 3v3 bomb plant. Has occurred here. Akajuke, oh, great shot from the Deagle there. A 1 Deagle from him on Anti. 3v2 now, Izan.
I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to be able to get in here right now. I mean, they do have slight weapon advantage. Actually, things opened up, but a little help from his friend. Goes down. Izzy here in a
He
bit
doesn't
of a
have a kit,
Mexican
though.
standoff. Yeah. Even if he goes for this here, he'll get blown up. Reality in a nice spot. So Heaven's Devils, that force buy working out for him there. 3-2. Golly,
Yes.
golly, gosh. That should not have happened.
Yeah, they slowly walked towards Long A, and it worked out for them. I mean, they got that opening frag onto the site at Truck, which I didn't expect to happen. I thought SGM had a bit of an advantage, but yeah, he couldn't do anything. And then 3 members of Orion were stacked up at Dumpster, and, you know, we're all trying to peek out at the same time and got picked off. And that was all that she wrote after that 1 Dig. So, heading into round number 7, Heaven's Devils up 4-2. Orion, economy kind of broken here. A UMP 45, 257s, USPS, and a P250. Over on Heaven's Devils, you have a lot of utility. 4 AKs, a MAC 10 for Theo. Anti and Filthy are stacked up here towards Construction. 4 men, actually almost all 5 people for Orion, are towards B. The reason I say almost is because Gizzy's actually pushing lower tunnels to try and get this flank here, which you'll see very often overpass. CT's kind of going for that bit of aggression, getting on the flank and finding the frags.
I don't know what he's... Might be waiting for these guys to push before he pops on out of there. I think that was just a useless flashbang thrown over there, trying to distract some guys in case they were out long to keep them there a bit, but Help going to be here with this P250. Ah! He gets deleted instantaneously as they push their way onto the site now. I can't even say it. What the hell's that guy's name?
Ekujuke? I can't speak. I'm calling him Ekujuke.
Is he African?
I don't know. Ekujuke? Kawhi is going to find the final frag there. Gizzy is his victim, so Heaven's Devils pulling off a good round. It was their round to win, as Orion was just doing a pistol save. Now they should have enough money to buy up here. Indeed they will, with lots of utility to spare. Let's call him Ekujuke. I'm going to stick with that.
Ekujuke?
Yeah. Because he's got an
Right.
uppercase E at the end, you know?
Is that
Who
the
knows?
proper, what is it, phonetics? What is that word? Is that the right word?
I think it's the right word, and I have no idea.
A lot of utility being expended early on from Orion. Only have 1 Molotov left of that little engagement there. Meanwhile, Heaven's Devils taking a trip down Long A.
I just realized something. It's just Juke. It's just Juke backwards, so let's call him Juke. Got it.
How the fuck is that juke backwards?
Because look, it's Juke backwards at the beginning, then Juke at the end, just spelled properly.
Hew. The Brazilian? Where are all these E's and U's going on, dude? Stop
No
confusing
idea.
me for crying out loud.
You got me too.
Yeah. Some love taps being exchanged out there along, but nothing real importance happening just yet. 48 seconds or so left on the clock. Orion still, I don't know, I feel like they're getting jebaited quite often. You know, they're not just sticking to their guns and holding sight. Oh, whoa!
Oh!
Gizzy is surprised about that shot as we were, I think.
I think so, because he looked back at smoke like, what the hell just happened? Reality not going to push towards pronounce one of his teammates. Theo does take help out over at Toxic, then Reality clears out that heaven area with Anti falling. Filthy trying to come back and strike back over at Sandbags, but Juke finds the frag there. So now it's going to be a 3v2. Both members of Orion here in heaven. Gizzy does find one, so a 2v2 here. Time's running out.
And I did get the bomb down now. Eurus only has a Mac 10. Be possible here. They have a couple kits as well. It's a pretty standard default like defense setup right now. They should be trying to get some control in water. There we go. A split take here. Mac 10 gets 1 and 2.
Oh, well played.
Good lord. Orion got so lucky with that opening shot there through the smoke, but they just couldn't seal the deal. What I'm saying is overpass, right? And I hate this fucking map, and I hate cobblestone kind of for the same reason. It's because you don't need to go anywhere on this map, okay? If you leave the sites for any reason other than something like this, it's fruitless. You don't need to do it. You don't need to constantly rotate like crazy. Just hang out backside A and B.
I think it
Retakes
depends.
on both these sites are pretty easy, and there's no reason to take control up front, in my opinion.
Well,
None.
They're just pushing out here and getting mowed down. Our Orion, 3 down for them. Filthy did find one on Becker. That's an AK out of their hands. Theo's probably going to pick it up, though. Help falls now, leaving only Anti. He's going to get domed by Ekujuke, or just Juke. Gosh darn it. Juke going to find that frag. 7-2 in favor of Heaven's Devils. And one thing to note, Izan, is that Heaven's Devils lost. It was their worst loss of the season against Set to Destroy X. 16-5. It's the only time they picked up that few rounds so far. So they're going to be coming out here pretty hard. They want to win this one. And Orion, of course, they're struggling as well. Both teams have a lot of emotion involved in this match, I would think.
No swearing. I reinstalled Day of Defeat because I used to play that game when it came out back in like, what, 2003 or 4 or something like that. And it was very nostalgic for me. I got in there. It was the, the fall. I don't remember the name of the map. But a very common map. I'm like, oh my god, the same sounds and guns and everything was fantastic. And the guys on comms were kind of helping me with stuff, and I don't know what happened. I was like, oh shit, I naded you, man, sorry. And the guy like just turned on me. Like, hey, there's no swearing on these servers. Do you understand me? I will ban you. I'm like, motherfucker, I haven't played this game in 15 years. Fuck you and your fucking stupid threats. And he banned me. He literally banned me, like, right there.
You can't swear on the Christian servers, Izan.
It's fucking Day of Defeat, man. You know what I mean? The game is older than you. Well, not you, but probably Sharp, for Christ's sakes. And, people swear all the time. It's a video game where you're simulating murdering people, but you can't swear. I don't know. Unfortunately, there was no other servers available that anyone playing but these ones. They had like a whole bunch of them. It was like a huge clan that owned a bunch of Day of Defeat servers.
The original or Source?
The original.
Oh wow, you went all the way back.
Yeah. I abruptly uninstalled the game though after that.
As freeze time now going to be cancelled here. Likely Orion calling a timeout just to make sure this buy round is not in vain here. 5 M4A4s, no ops in hand. And one thing I want to say, Izan, I know you're saying that it's better to kind of hold your positions on CT side, but it all depends on the style of play. Like a lot of teams can work that aggression and kind of destroy the opposing team with surprise attacks as long as they support each other effectively.
I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like it at all.
SGM does find the opening frag there over at Fountain, then gets traded immediately by Juke. That's a good trade by Heaven's Devils. Now Orion going to be on a disadvantage here as Reality gets Gizzy inside of the bathroom. So now 4v3. Orion just
Right there
unable
is
to
a
find the
prime
frags.
example why it's dumb.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any support when you're out there on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get trades as a CT. You can't put 2 guys on long for, like, and have that be a successful A site hold. If Filthy had a backup right now, this round would already been over.
Well, he did have some help there from Help. Help and Filthy. Actually going to wrap that up. Filthy got in a couple of nice frags there. 3 overall from that truck area, helping Orion strike back here after losing the first 2. So it's going to be their 3rd round victory. They do end that winning streak. 4 rounds in a row for Heaven's Devils stopped. And it is now 7-3.
Shouldn't matter too much. Look at how much money these guys have over here. 7 rounds already T-side, and they're going to argue with me all day long, but I think played properly, this is a CT-sided map. Like a 9-6, 8-7 for sure. But Heaven's Devil's already doing a good job. There's still a lot of rounds left here. Very easily could get more than 7. Especially with the amount of firepower they have right now. We see Anti on the FAMAS. It's a terrible weapon.
It is, but sometimes you got to make it work. And he's helping his teammate here, at least in terms of positioning, giving him the boost over the wall so we can see down towards over canals. No, sorry, over to construction here.
My Go TV is just stuck on Anti right now.
Yeah, the auto director is not being very useful.
Yeah, he must be doing the most important thing right now. Just what? Oh no, went to Filthy now. They're staring at the same bucket over there.
Heaven's Devils are lining up for a B hit here, fully committing pretty much, using a lot of utility. Molly coming out towards Toxic Barrels. Great flash though, thrown by Gizzy over from Heaven, but Becker just walks onto the site and gets the plant. So Orion playing completely for the retake here. Not sure if it's the right play. We'll see how it works out. Help kind of hoping someone's going to back towards sandbags here, and Juke might indeed do that. We'll see. Actually, that'll be Becker. Juke's
I like this play 30 seconds ago, but I'm not sure I like it right now coming out of Orion. I think they should have engaged us a little bit earlier. They had essentially everybody there ready to roll, but like I said, retakes are fairly easy here, on especially on B site. So
yeah, when they line up like that too.
Oh my god. They held it off, man.
That was a really good spray down by Reality through the smoke. You got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So there's 2 schools of thought there for the diffuser's protector, who was kind of standing there. There was already another CT over there by Barrels that could have been watching Monster or somewhere in that area, so he didn't really need to keep looking in that direction. If the only other spot that the terrorist could have been was construction, so honestly I think him pushing into that, even though there was a smoke there, would have been better, and given the diffuser a bit more time. He essentially was just kind of standing there engaging in a blind firefight, and the advantage went to the terrorists there obviously because they knew where the bomb was planted, and Orion players did not know where the terrorist was defending from. So I think maybe if he would have pushed in there, that bomb might have been defused. He was very close to get in and off, but nevertheless, it's going to be 8 rounds now for Heaven's Devils. And unfortunately, Orion, I could have some cash here, man. I don't know what they need to change, but they got to change something. They want to stop this losing streak. Like I said, they're on a 2-game loss. And
they just look...
Yeah,
they just look hesitant. They look like they're lacking confidence in their execution. You know, you see them defending over at the B site and not even trying to challenge Heaven's Devils as they go onto the site. You have to at least kind of peek out through Heaven, maybe get a shot off, distract them a bit. As Kawhi waiting here inside of T-spawn for the inevitable push by Orion. Filthy does finally dome him, so that's going to be an AK in their hands. They lost 2 members, although saving that AK could be enough for them in this save round. As he finds Reality, and he's going to get another AK. They got to just try and save these. There's really no reason to engage, and that's what they're going to do. 2 AKs and 2 members down in Heaven's Devils. Pretty good for a save round, but when you're down by 9 rounds, 9-3, not exactly a complete success.
They got to win out from here. Like, even ending this at 6 is going to be tough for them to come back. Heaven's Devils just a bit more coordinated right now. Sure, today. Orion, let's get some energy for these boys, for God's sakes. 2 FAMASas on the squad, 2 AKs, though, in their pockets. And, of course, Gizzy with the dualies, so that's an automatic round win. You have, like, +3 agility if you put the dualies.
It's Reality Gonna try and engage over at Bathrooms. Gizzy pops around the corner, finds Becker, but Reality does the exact same thing to him, finding him and trading it instantly. 4v4. Anti now gonna push aggressively here towards Monster.
I'm so frustrated right now. Like, what? They had it completely under control. SGM completely backed off from helping his teammate. I don't know if this was his objective to try to find some weird lurk play, which seems to be working out for him. But you know, if he would have stayed there and engaged, it'd probably be this situation as it is right now, you know, 15 seconds ago. But he kind of left his teammate there to dry. So there's only going to be 2 guys left here on Heaven's Devils. We've seen how effective they are in these situations, and now it's never closer as Anti watching this rotate underneath water here. Heaven Devils boys are a bit mixed up right now, not close to each other.
Well, I think they had really no reason to peek there. You know, maybe you could have just popped around the corner and jiggle peeked, but he wide peeked, and Juke just took advantage of that with the op, and now he knows someone might be lurking around truck here. That's filthy. Around this corner, Juke waiting to find this critical frag. Which could tilt around in their favor. He does not. Pulls out the molly at exactly the wrong time. Filthy finds him. Theo does get the trade, but now it's a 2v1 actually. Theo has only 20 HP up against 167 HP combined for Anti and SGM. And the way Anti's been fragging as of late, should be an easy win here for the Orion boys. Theo hiding in the smoke, trying to be a little tricky here. Not sure if it's going to pay off. An HE grenade.
Yeah, it will. This is a great spot he's in right now. Oh, there we go.
At least they were in position to get the trade, though. As SGM going to defuse this one, and Orion going to get their 4th round. So maybe they will get those 6 rounds. That will give them a chance to stay in this one, Izan.
Well, if we look at the scoreboard here, you can see Heaven's Devils is going to have enough cash to buy out, I think, no matter what. And actually, no. They buy. Let me see here. Let me do some math. Get 1,900 if they lose this one. Bomb plant to give them an extra 8 on top of that. So if they lose this round and get a bomb plant, I'll probably still be able to get a decent buy off ground. But Orion's looking to shut them down anyway. So 6 on the board would be great. Heaven's Devils had far more success with these B plays here, so it looks like they're just going to be going for a big stack.
I like this play by SGM. No one saw him get here. He's in canals, and 3 members of Heaven's Devils are already on the left side of his scope. So as soon as someone comes around there, he should have a free frag unless they smoke him off, which hasn't happened yet. So SGM going to patiently wait here, holding this angle, see if he can find something, as Anti working his way around construction. So they could work together, Anti and SGM, to get a few frags here. It's 4 members of HD in there. There it is. SGM finds the first one, then throws a molly and backs off. That's exactly what you have to do. A great play for him.
Yeah, they're playing this round essentially better than they have any of the other previous rounds, to be honest. I mean, the rotate's starting to come in now from A, but I was hoping they'd be more lingerers there. Heaven's Devils multiple times this half has changed their minds. More than my ex-girlfriend about what she wanted to eat for dinner. So I don't think rotating early is something Orion should be doing. You can see right now it looks like they are going to be pulling off, at least for the meantime. But Anti's in a pretty good spot. He'll be able to hear them if they do come through this way.
Filthy's rotated back to A, so I think they've caught on to what's happening here. Izzy going to throw the molly towards long, and Filthy inside a bathroom throws his molly and his HE grenade, but it's kind of a waste of utility there. No one was even close. Theo and Kawhi going to pop around. Theo gets the headshot on Filthy before he even have a chance to react. Izzy does trade it when Anti gets the advantage briefly on Becker, but Theo strikes back for 2. Anti and SGM go down, leaving Help and Gizzy standing. It doesn't really matter though, as the time is going to tick away. Help finds the final frag. Crazy, a little exchange there. Heaven's Devils rotating a little too late.
Man, that's insane. You know, if you're a CT on this map and you just stay on the sites and don't push down long or into bathrooms, you win rounds very easily. It's crazy. It's almost like someone said that before. I don't know. I think if they would have been doing that this whole time, I bet you'd be 9-5 in Orion's favor, to be honest, because Heaven's Devils, all they're sneaking around, and I mean, that's their style, right? Like switching these sites up on these crazy pushes, and Orion kept taking the bait. Now there's only 3 men left here. Those CZs putting in work.
Yeah, it was a good push there by Heaven's Devils towards Fountain, and it looks like they're not really going to stop here. Moving towards Bathrooms and executing on the A site. Molly going to be thrown right next to Anti. He's going to have to jump away from that, and that's going to expose him to Kawhi here, who's going to pop around this corner, likely looking exactly for this angle to be held. Indeed he does. Sprays on through the smoke right afterwards as Juke finds Filthy. Help pops on through that smoke. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he goes down instantly, and Heaven's Devils do indeed get that magic round number 10, going to double-digit round victories in that first half. So quite a first half indeed, and I think you were right, Izan. You know, Orion should have been playing a little more passively throughout that entire half, because Heaven's Devils, just the style of play they were employing, just rotating constantly and kind of trying to keep Orion guessing. If you hold your spots and play less aggressively, they won't be able to execute very well.
You're a CT and you have a solo guy in bathroom or a solo guy in long with nobody there to support you, you know, pop flash you out of a tricky situation or get a trade or whatever. Like, what's the objective, right? Like, overall, the objective there is two-pronged, right? Either A, get a pick, right? Make it a 4v5, or getting some sort of information sound cue, letting your teammates know, hey, there's guys here, there's guys there, to force kind of a rotate, right? Well, the problem is if you get a kill, most likely terrorists aren't going to be lurking around by themselves, so you're going to die. And that's like what happened almost every time. And most of the time, Heaven's Devils, in the duel situation, they won. Like the Orion CT who was going for that pick died, and then they were in a 4v5 situation. And that forced kind of some wonky rotates and positions that they weren't really comfortable with. And then Heaven's Devils, again, would screw them up by changing the sites constantly, engaging a little bit on B, moving over to A, and reverse that likewise, whatever the word is. Keeping Orion sort of second guessing themselves on what they needed to do. And the rounds that Orion won didn't come down to just aim duels. They just played the round well. You know, they weren't putting anybody in some wonky spots. They were holding their ground onto the sites. Defensive nades and mollies that came out early on, I think it was like, I can't see it now, but I think it was like round 10 or 11, one of the rounds Orion won, were huge. They pushed in for the site on A, and they just counter mollied and naded and slowed the guys down.
Here we go, though. Round number 16, first round of the second half. This is Heaven's Devils up against Orion. ESEA-Main action season number 26. As Theo try and hit some shots there on help, but can't get anything done over from Heaven. Orion does get the bomb planted here, and no one has fallen yet. Help's going to get the first one. Gonna have to look back up. He does not juke. Trades it back, so a 4v4, but time is ticking away. Becker does have the defuse kit, so they could take their time and find these frags. Kawhi does get filthy. Now they're trying to clean up canals. Looking for more as Kawhi gets a second, maybe a third. Still up. Gizzy finds two, though. Striking back here. Trying to defend the bomb. There's a third, but he cannot stop Juke, who can't find the kit either. There's a kit lying around, but it's not around him. And that's going to be a round victory there. On the back of Gizzy, Orion just struggling to even hold that site, but Gizzy came through again. 6th round victory for them.
That was a good round for Orion. They needed that one for sure. Pistol round's huge here, and then, they'll kind of steamroll it up a bit. They just got to watch out for the CZ buy coming out from Heaven's Devils, and I like the fact they're buying rifles here. That bomb plant, it's going to help him out a bit with cash. The only one on SMG is going to be help, but kills and CZs come out for Heaven's Devils. That's strange. Normally you see more CZs than Deagles, but this time they're kind of aware of what's what here. Maybe they know that Orion's likely to buy rifles here. They're trying to fight them long range.
I guess we'll see. No, there it is. Juke finding the one dig there over on Filthy. Help pushing up towards Fountain. Does find Juke. SGM gets reality. Then Anti finds Theo over inside of Canal. So that's going to be a quick 3 frags for Orion. They only lost one. That was Filthy. Help down to 1 HP though. Kawhi and Becker going to try to make something happen here. Becker does have the body armor and the smoke, so they could find a way to defend one of these sites. And with help and SGM really lit up, could go either way here, Izan.
If Orion does not win this round, I'm fucking done. I'm gonna go outside and read a book or something, dude. I'm just done with I'm done with video games. I'm gonna burn my microphone. There's no way they lose this round.
I wouldn't say no way.
No way in hell they lose this round.
Anything's possible.
Come on, man. Everything is not possible. I can't fucking fly, okay? I can't just go outside and because my parents told me I could do anything, look up at the stars and say, "Go, Mike, go," and just fly off like a cat with a cape on, all right? It's not going to happen. It's like this round is not going to happen for Heaven's Devils.
Kawhi found one there over at Squeaky. He's just going to be happy to save the AK. So, indeed, Izan not going to win the round. Our Heaven's Devils. Orion going to get their 7th, and that pistol round proving to be very important for them as they're trying to just get back into this match.
So Kawhi now next round, you know, his teammates aren't going to be able to buy anything. They're going to do essentially a full save. I doubt they'll even buy P250s, even though they do have an AK. They'll probably just hang out with him somewhere, one of the sites. Maybe they'll actually go on a hunt here. Actually, Juke is actually buying some guns for the folks here since he had a ton of cash. So, all right, so they are going to support this AK, but they're going to stick together, more likely. So.
Yeah, they're pushing up towards Fountain, which might not be a bad play here. Except for the fact that Orion has 4 members going towards B, which is completely open.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a fucking coin flip, but this is exactly what they should have done. And, I like how Heaven's Devils is playing around this AK right here, but bomb's gonna get planted on the B site. Orion looking to put 8 on the board now, with a lack of armor on everyone but Kawhi.
I think they're just gonna go for exits.
Should do hard work. Yeah, but you see Kawhi, he's hiding in bank. He doesn't want to lose this gun. They need it next round. Orion should definitely send Filthy and Gizzy on the hunt here, for sure.
Kawhi does.
Is now.
Yeah, they're probably going to try charging towards it, but look at this position here by Juke in reality. Great crossfire setup. They're at least going to get one, maybe? No, okay. I thought they had SGM there. SGM finds 2. Kawhi still standing, though. Gets anti. He just has to try to find a way to survive here, and he indeed is going to do so. Gizzy just saw him come around the corner there, pop over the box, but not going to be able to have time to get the frag. So 8 rounds for Orion, but the AK is saved there for Heaven's Devils. That's going to help their economy out quite a bit.
Well, it's literally going to make them get the 2 ops here.
Indeed.
So that wouldn't have happened. I mean, they still could have done double op, but reality would have been on, you know, nothing, basically. A pistol. Orion's not going to upgrade these Galils. A Galil's not too bad. It's definitely better than the FAMAS, but I don't know. I think I would have upgraded personally, and as I say that, it doesn't matter. Help's going to take off the head of reality here. Man down early on is Heaven's Devils. They pushed in very aggressively in connector. Didn't heed the mistakes from Orion's plays last half here, so advantage goes to the Big O.
Still those 2 ops that can do a ton of damage here for Kawhi and Juke. Kawhi is all the way over at A site, and Juke is there as well. Wow, both ops at A. Surprised to see that. Orion gonna walk onto that B site. Theo and Becker are done, leaving only Kawhi and Juke to rotate around and think about if they're going to try for this one with both those ops. That's a lot of money to throw away here. I think they should just try and save these and go for the exits because their economy is absolutely morbid. They have $50 for both
they're not
Juke
going
and
for
Theo.
shit. They're going to get the hell out of Dodge. This is a huge round for Orion too. I mean, with all 5 members surviving, unless Filthy doesn't make it out of there. Gonna keep that economy just rolling here. So 9-10. And Heaven's Devils, I mean, their loss bonus right now, it's 14, 19, 24, 2,900 they'll get for this one. Oh, nice.
That is disastrous.
That was huge. That was so huge. Because now, like, maybe this round they could have bought CZ armor up behind those 2 ops and still had a decent round. Shit, they could even have got of the UMP. But now they're just going to be going for pistols here. Well, unless Orion messes up. Most likely going to be a tie game.
That missed shot cost them big time. It's a pretty easy shot coming around the corner, holding that angle, but just could not connect, and it cost both of them their lives for Heaven's Devils. So now Orion with their 9th round victory, looking for a 10th. It's never over, of course, on these eco rounds. These CZs and Deagles can do a ton of damage. Even the P250 after that nerf, still an effective pistol.
Dude, look at Orion though. They know it's going to be an eco rush by, some kind of a weird stack play here, and they're playing exactly how they should be. They're playing very far back, not engaging much. They don't want to be up with some personal with the Deagles or the CZs. And they're
Just the right
biding their
play.
time right now, yeah. Super smart. Good, whoever their IGL is, good understanding of the enemy's economy on this one.
And like I was mentioning, Help needing to step up this game. Indeed he is, 14 and 12. And he's the one struggling, but he's been so effective the last 3. He has the right to be off for one game here, as Help going to lead the charge here towards long A. The bomb with him, Becker. Going to get mollied out here by Help, so he's going to get full flash though as he's trying to push into this A site. Here comes a utility for Orion, trying to clear things out. Anti finds one on the lurk. Reality is his victim. Filthy and Gizzy move into this A side. Juke and Theo drop like flies. Kawhi and Becker still standing. Becker's going to try and charge out here. He's going to get sprayed down by every single Orion member on the site. Kawhi, the last one standing, right next to this dumpster. I think he's just going to try and wait this out and hope that no one finds him.
Well,
Oh, there. At least he got one. I think that was his only objective.
tie game. But now Havizel's going to have all the money in the world here. So we do see the 2 ops coming out again. Doesn't work once. Try it again, I suppose. Decent amount of nades. Only 2 mollies, but everybody's got a smoke and some flashbangs.
I think
look
of
at
the
the cash on SGM right now.
That's awesome. Their economy's amazing, but I think the mistake for Heaven's Devils last time was that they had both ops on A. There we go. Duke's now towards Canals. He's going to get an easy frag here. How does he miss that? How did he miss that shot? Duke missing an easy shot from Canals on Filthy. Filthy finds him. Theo to the rescue, gets a double kill. Help and Filthy his victims, but Orion have good positioning here to try and take the site.
And Gizzy kind of baited his teammate there, unfortunately. So the 2 guys that were pushing up ramp, when they got mowed down, he just kind of stood there and watched them die. Fortunately, wasn't able to push in with his squad there to get that trade frag. He dies because of it as well. So 2 guys left, half HP respectively on Orion, and Evans Devils made that look easy.
Well, I think Theo made it look easy for sure.
Listen. If you're playing ESEA-Main, man, and a lot of people at this level, right, and people who watch this level of Counter-Strike in general, have been very disparaging this season. They're equating to main to IM and open, like they're literally saying there's no difference, right, and stuff like that. Like, it gives those people talking points, right? Never take B without like the necessary Molotovs, right? Like, molly off the most important areas before you entry. You flash yourselves in. Hit the early wallbang spots. You can't just sick a blat through the fucking tube and think you're gonna take the site, man. You know, it's just frustrating when teams of this caliber go back to these terrible fundamentals that they picked up in matchmaking or Hello Kitty Adventure Island or whatever the hell game they were playing before this one. You got to have basic smokes and flash and Molotovs before you execute, man.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just frustrating because these guys are good players, right? Like, they have good game sense, their shots are good, most of the positioning is good, but then they revert to these wonky plays like, let's just rush B. Like, it's just not going to work, especially if you're trying to climb the ladder in Counter-Strike.
Lots of smokes being thrown by both sides here on the B side. Kawhi going to flashbang into Canals. And yeah, Ryan just unable to execute on that B side, like you were saying, just charging right in. You never want to try and do that. They do have a great economy, though, so they're going to buy up again here. It's 11 to 10. This one could go the distance here, at least 30 rounds. Maybe overtime, as both teams trading things back and forth. Reality, though, just domes Gizzy over from Bathroom, and that's going to make it a 4v4. Filthy. Looking for something on the A side here, peeking around with Help right next to him. SGM also joining the party there.
That Swag 7 did a lot of damage on Anti for how far away that shot was.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so look at this execute here, but look at this. Look at Theorist out on long right now, so he's kind of got some backup through the smoke. Reality checks Help. I don't know. I was going to come up with something better than that, but that's all I could think of. Bomb does get planted, though. Man advantage for Heaven's Devils. He could actually just stick this thing right now. I don't think anybody's there to watch. Anti drops from inside the flower pot. SGM trying to take these op shots, but it's not planted for him. Who the hell plants there when your whole team's in bathrooms?
That was a really desperate plant, just trying to get the bomb down there, and I think they should have kind of thought it over a little bit before deciding to commit there, because SGM had absolutely no angle on that bomb. Easy stick defusal there for Heaven's Devil. So, going to be 12 to 10. Orion just going to have to regroup here. It might not have been a bad time to just call a timeout and settle things down here.
Yeah, I mean, once that plant went
rounds
down in that spot and his teammates died, he probably should have just vacated the premises. I mean, what's he going to do? He had to get a 3K there. And like you said, it was not anywhere near favorable for him in that position. And like you said, it was kind of a panic plant, which sucks. I mean, they want to get it down, but you know, at the end of the day, if you plant like that and your whole team's in bathrooms, there's nobody going to be there to contest the defuse. So what's the point of even planning? I guess you know you pick up some extra cash maybe for the next round.
But their economy is already great. It wasn't a necessary.
Right. I don't know. I mean, like you said, it's kind of a panic play, and they were hoping for the best.
Over on the B site, HD getting the trades they need. They have a 4v3 now. Theo with the latest kill. And man, Theo's been fragging well here. He's at 22. Looking for more. Anti finds Becker through that smoke, just following the tracers. Getting the frag. 3v3. Gonna go for the plant now. Juke and Theo both in pit here. Juke's gonna pop out, misses his shots, and Gizzy makes him pay. Now a 3v2. Theo, he's got a great angle here, and he's gonna hit that headshot, leaving only Reality coming from Graffiti. He's gonna just try and push and go for this now. He thinks he can get Anti, and he can.
Oh.
Now going to stare towards
that
right
pillar. Now it's a bad play for that post plant. Nobody's watching Graffiti at all.
Oh man, Reality
Lucky
almost
spray
pulled it
down.
off.
1 HP left on SMG. If Reality would have won that fight, might have went a different way there. So Ryan kind of got lucky on that one. Not sure why no one was watching Graffiti. On that one, they had 3 players alive. I understand the one guy was behind the box, the post plant, but Anti was in kind of a weird spot. They had 2 guys watching Monster, essentially, which, I don't know, maybe they got some bad intel or something happened where they thought that the remaining player was in that direction. But it's going to be USPs and a couple pistols. The Heaven's Devils boys getting mowed down right now. Reality does land 1 headshot. Somehow surviving the hail of bullets. But that's going to be tie game once again. 12-12.
Yeah,
nervous for Orion here, to be honest.
A little bit. I mean, they've had some questionable plays so far, but at least they're getting the job done. They've won 2 rounds in a row, brought it back to 12-12, and we'll see how things play out here. As Orion, looking at the scoreboard here, Gizzy 23 and 13, followed by SGM at 19 and Filthy with 18. Over on Heaven's Devils, you have Kawhi 23, Theo, who's you've been watching this whole night, lighted up with 22. And Reality with 17. Looks like Reality's going to try and push connector here and get towards lower tunnels where Gizzy is firing away. Anti does find the first frag over on B. Kawhi is his victim. And it is an eco round here for Heaven's Devil, so it's Orion's round to lose.
You got a lot of intel from that kill, I'm sure. Kawhi, I mean, there's only one guy there. Not sure why Heaven's Devil's not rotating off B.
Oh, Reality. Oh, nice push by Reality. He finds Gizzy. He can go pick up that AK as well. But I think they're going to be watching it. Just has to E here. Anti popped around the corner at the wrong point. For Reality, anyway. Getting that frag for Orion. Now it's going to be a 4v3. Juke, Theo, and Becker still standing. Those 2 Deagles in that CZ, though. You never know.
Well, I got the 2 guys on A, and there's a bit of a weird lurk here coming out from Juke. He's just trying to clear that tunnel area to make sure that they're not going to go to the B side. More likely he's going to wrap up underneath over to the A side just for his buddies.
It's a lot of info for his team.
Yeah, I don't think that he should be here right now, for sure. We are here, they execute coming in, Molotovs, etc. Double mollies over on stairs.
Triple. I think there were 3.
Good lord.
Maybe.
I mean, why not? Put them all down, I suppose. They still got some smokes left, too, and they should be using their utility here as well. And, like, one of the things you see a lot of times is, you know, these guys with full nades, just they don't use them. Right now, post plant would be great, you know, have a little extra smoke, and they're almost just trying to DM a lot of times post plant situation. I'm not talking about Orion specifically here, although this is what's happening right now. Just a lot of teams at the main IM level, like, I'd rather just go for the kills and the frags than just a round win. You know, like, they can't separate the 2 things from each other, right? Like, getting frags and winning the round. They're not synonymous. You know what I mean? Like, you can win a round without killing anyone. Very unlikely, but it's possible.
It definitely has happened.
And it's just, you need to get into those habits. When you're at a post like that and you got guys with 3 smokes left over, smoke the chokes, man. Smoke. Smoke, smoke. Use your
Here
nades.
comes Orion. They're just rushing right onto the B site using all their utility very effectively. Theo does get the upper hand on Filthy, but an instant trade is going to give a lot of space for Orion to get this plant. Gizzy finds Becker as well. Kawhi's just trying to get boosted up onto that site and do some damage, but Anti spots him out inside of the pit, gets the frag, and what a great execute by Orion. We were talking about how you have to use your utility to get into these sites if you want to rush out in there. They did. They smoked off all the angles, had the molly on the site as well to prevent anyone from standing there, and the molly a toxic. Really well done, leaving Reality and Juke with the ops again. Going to be going for the save here. Actually, Juke, the one with the op, Reality, with the M4A1S.
Oh, you're right. I mean, that's exactly what they had to do. It was fast, but it was well executed. The barrel smoke, the pop flash coming around outside over the top of Monster when they pushed on through. The flashbang was so successful, it actually hit, I think, Anti in his mid spray down against Becker there. So, very good. He kind of got lucky on that kill, though, honestly. He was very low. Could have easily died there. I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the round because he did have a teammate there for support to get the trade. And now Orion with 14 on the board, and Heaven's Devils, they're forcing up on this one. They do not want to give that 15th round up easily. They're putting all their eggs in one basket here, and Orion doing a great job. Kind of throw things off, but Heaven's Devils is mixing it up on their own right now. Look at this. They got 2 guys on long, ready to go for the trade. They're assuming that Heaven's Devils are going to be on some kind of a weird eco push here, maybe an SMG buy. So again, Orion is playing this right, hanging out in the playground, trying to catch Heaven's Devils off guard.
Well, the op here for Juke can make a big difference, as well as the M4A1S for Reality. Juke waiting inside of the B site. 3 members over Orion, working their way towards the fountain, and now next to Party, SGM, looking for that flank, which may happen. You know, you have Becker standing around there with the CZ, but I think he just wants to hold Rock here and prevent the push from Long A. Heaven's Devils should still have enough to at least buy up M4A4s and M4A1Ss in the next round, with about 2k in the bank for all members. But something to note for Orion here that I noticed was lacking from their previous rematches was even distribution of frags across the board. And if you look here now, the lowest being Anti at 14 and 17, that's still not that bad. You have 20, 19, 24, 14, and 19, doing a really good job of getting everyone involved. Juke and Reality do find the opening frags there. As I mentioned, the op and the M4 doing work. It only takes 2. Juke finds another one there. That's 3 for him. SGM, the last one standing. He's going to try and get onto this site, but he does. Wow. Juke goes down. Orion somehow survives that engagement. Oh my goodness. Kawhi misses his spray down with the CZ. Heaven's Devils do find the round, and just like that, just took 2 weapons, and Heaven's Devils have the advantage here. It's going to be a pause. Wow.
Well, Kawhi and Becker are the MVPs of that round for sure. They pushed out long. They heard one guy kind of putzing around throwing smokes and mollies into bathrooms. And you can tell, I mean, if you've been playing this game more than 5 minutes, you know when it's just one guy lobbing his nade somewhere to try to distract you. So they had good intel that it was going to be a B play anyway. Heaven's Devils boys were pushed up pretty aggressively onto the B site too, so they kind of had him boxed in. They knew that literally the only place they could be was like connector or somewhere near water or monster, and that's exactly what happened. So Heaven's Devils was there, ready and waiting for that execute, and they just completely shut him down. Like I said, Becker in Reality coming up from behind. Orion had no idea anybody was there. They didn't check long. Like normally, what you want to do is if you're going to make that play. That old, you know, we're concerned about a rush play. Let's hang out in bathrooms. Okay, there's nobody here. If you're going to go through that way down connector anyway, have one guy just peek long, for God's sakes. You know, just do a little jiggle peek, a shoulder peek, see if they're encroaching. If you think it's going to be some kind of a weird push play anyway, you have to anticipate somebody being there. Not a single player on Orion checked long on that round. And if they would have seen Reality and Becker, or Kawhi and Becker, on long, all alone. And, you know, they could have taken a 2v fight there, 2v5 fight on long, and who knows, maybe they would have went A, maybe they could have still went to B. Needless to say, they wouldn't have been there to save the round, and Orion probably would have picked that one up. So I'm just saying, give a little jiggle peek towards long. You don't need to fully commit it on anything, but I feel like that was kind of a mistake on that.
Yeah, the lack of info certainly cost them in that round. And it was a good risk to take by Heaven's Devils to stack both those guns over on the B site as opposed to having one on A and one on B. It worked out in spades, as now the match has been paused. I'm wondering if it's Orion or Heaven's Devils calling this pause. Orion has a ton of money to work with. I'm pretty sure they can buy up for the next...
I think it's Orion that called the pause.
Yeah.
Because every time Heaven's Devils picks up a round, they get a couple back to back, right? So, we saw that on round 6 and 7.
Yeah.
I mean, all in all, this half has been all Orion though. Like their T half has been pretty fantastic. I think aside from that, one execute they did where they just YOLO'd the site, and that one where they didn't check along, were pretty much the only mistakes they've really made here. So their T side's definitely shaping up to be very, very good. And if they pick this round up, it's probably going to be GG because Heaven's Devils will be reset, and they'll only get $1,900 or $1,400. They're not going to be able to buy much to stop a win.
Oh, Juke and Becker might have a decent amount of money, so they might be able to get UMP 45s. Here they come, though. Orion onto the B site. Help finds one. Filthy gets another, but Kawhi trades them both from Toxic Barrels. Why was there no Molly or smoke over on Toxic Barrels to prevent that from happening? I don't know. But in any case, Orion now in a 3v3. Could have been an easier B site take, but Kawhi finds 2. So 2 ops still up here for Heaven's Devils. And the M4
I mean,
that's
that's
reality.
the mistake we were literally talking about
Yep.
on round 6. For God's sake. They did the same exact thing. They threw one pop flash over. Yeah, it hit a guy. But nobody was checking barrels. Like, there was 4 Molotovs on the team.
And they still have 2
one of
mollies.
Yeah, and they still have 2. How did the anchor not throw that? Like, SGM with the op was playing a super passive position inside of Monster. He didn't even commit to the site with his teammates. Like, even at the end there when they died, he was holding it. He wasn't even looking at barrels. He was just holding it for like a push. It's unlikely that Kawhi is going to want to push there anyway after getting 2 quick kills. He's going to fall back, so that angle is kind of unnecessary. But here it is. Double execute, I guess. They tried B, now they're going for A. Molotovs keep them at bay at this point here, and only 2 nades left for Orion. They are going for this bomb plant, and they're going to get it.
And Juke, Kawhi, and Reality still up and running. Reality over from Bang, finds the headshot on Gizzy, and he has a great position, though he could get 2 if he sprays down correctly, but he does not. Reality finds the second of the round for himself, leaving only SGM, who could do some work here, holding an angle well. Reality goes down to him. 2 ops versus 1 op. They're lining up maybe for no, just jumping around the corner and headshotting him in midair
and
with
that's
the USPS.
how you defeat an opper holding an angle, folks.
Yep, you go at them together in a 2v1. Do not
Plant for bathrooms like that. Just leave the site, man. Like, stop taking fights. Like, who was that? Ante, who was still on the site. I don't know what the hell was going on. His teammate got picked off, and he went for the engagement instead of just retreating. The bomb's down. You don't need to go for a fight, man.
Well, I think he had a good angle. He just couldn't hit his spray down.
Yeah, but you don't need to hit the angle. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to take the fight there. Just fall back long, or retreat to bathrooms, or jump behind flower pot or something. Like, he wanted to fight. He wanted to avenge his teammate. And I understand the brotherly bond of the Orion boys. I get it. But come on, boys. Go for the W here.
Look at the amount of damage that was done on Orion here. They're down to half health on every single member. Gizzy, 2 HP. Heaven's Devils have a ton of utility and health to work with. The bomb is going to go down on B, but that may be for naught here. So Orion going to have to hit every single shot. Juke does have a beat on Filthy. Misses the shot. Over around Pillar, throws the molly.
They might save Heaven's
I
Devils.
don't think so. Well, I don't know. That wouldn't be a wise decision in my opinion. Reality's going to go for it. Ante gets one, goes down. Kawhi finds another. Juke gets SGM, but SGM and Gizzy still trying to do some work here. Gizzy, last one standing, 2 HP. The bomb is going to have to be defused here by Becker, who has the kit. Reality sticks it. Becker gets the headshot on Gizzy. That's going to be a defusal.
Are you going to get this?
Yeah, they have it. Becker has enough time here with the kit. They're going to get their 15th round victory.
It looked like they were saving. Why were they hanging? I mean, they obviously didn't know how low Orion was there. Otherwise, they would have just YOLO'd in. They were back so far. It looked like they were just like questioning whether to execute it or not. I think they realized how low they were or something.
I think they must have talked to each other and explained like how many nades and utility hit them. So, Orion walked through a bunch of hell there going to that B site.
Oh, god damn it.
What?
It's gonna go to fucking overtime, JRT.
And if it does, I'm gonna have to leave because I have another match. You're gonna be on your own, man.
Always fun. Big stack over to the B side here for Heaven's Devils. Orion actually playing this one out of pocket here. They haven't done anything like this yet this half.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it, Auntie! Do it! You see the gun barrel, man! I don't know how he didn't die there, to be honest. Looked like he was shooting him right in the chest. He only took, what, 53 damage? 63 damage?
Not that
What was
much.
that, one bullet?
Maybe 2. All of Orion now rotating back towards the A site. Health advantage in Orion's favor is, of course, Kawhi down to 48 and Becker 37. They're both on the B site. You got full health members here on A. And Orion's going to be walking right into a good play by Reality, I think. At least his positioning could pay off here. He could have a great crossfire, and he does. Kawhi gets one. Juke gets a second. Then Reality finds a third. Just pops around the corner, finds Filthy. SGM, the last one standing in a 4v1. It's all but over unless SGM can pull off a miracle here. He gets Kawhi to start it off. Becker almost finds him, but cannot connect. Down to 20 HP. SGM, he's trapped in this corner. Has to find a frag to move around here. Time is running on him. He's going to have to retrieve the bomb, get the frags. I don't think it's possible here. Looking around, it isn't. Theo finds the final frag, and that's going to be it for Orion. Back and forth match, but Heaven's Devils win it 16-14. What else is there to say
God,
there?
that was just, I don't know. I think, honestly, I think they could have won that, Orion.
Oh, yeah. It could have gone either way.
Their T side was pretty fantastic, to say the least. I think they could have won. There was a couple rounds there where they made some mistakes. There was 2 rounds in particular where they went B, and no one threw the standard barrel molly to force out the opera, and he ended up clearing everybody out. Twice, that same exact play they did, and it shut them down both times.
I think also a lack of confidence hurt them, especially in that last round. You know, you light up 2 people over at the B site, you know you have to hit them, and then you rotate back to A when the B site is the one that's been weakened. Go in there, you know, have a little bit of confidence in your fragging ability and take the site.
They did lose a couple duels, right? But I'm not gonna. I wouldn't like consider that the reason why they lost that game. I think it attributed to literally those 2 rounds. Like, okay, the first one, okay, we learned from our mistakes. Let's not do that shit again. Let's molly the site before we execute. You know, who knows? Maybe that one where Kawhi was able to get 2 quick kills from barrels with that op. The second time they did that strategy, you know, maybe he still would have got the kills. Maybe he'd have pushed out and that molly would have ticked him only a few times and he would have got a double kill or something. Like, we don't know what would happen, but I'm telling you, 100% they'd have a better chance of winning that round if they would have learned from their mistakes on, like, what was it, round 6 or 7, when they didn't molly that spot at all and they left an opera there just to have free reign killing people. And then that other round too, where, you know, they didn't check long, and they got kind of flanked from behind. I mean, they had bathrooms checked. They had, you know, they were peeking in through bathrooms. They were peeking through short A, and they went down connector. But the whole time they're at playground, literally 3 steps away from long, no one bothered to just look long real quick to see if anybody was pushed up. They would have done that. Who knows? That round could have ended different as well. So I think Orion played a great game, but they made some mistakes there for sure. And I really hope they get their shit together, to be honest, because right now it's a 3 loss streak, tying them to 5-5, and we're getting towards the later end of this season right now. You know, not too many games left for season 26 before playoffs, and they want to get a good seed to get in there. I have no doubt that Orion's going to get into playoffs, but the better you do during the season, the better seed you get. And I really would like to see them progress deep into playoffs. They have a shot at being in the upper levels of the playoffs. With the way they're playing right now, I could easily see them like maybe top 8. If they refine some of the stuff, they could go further, but they do have some kinks to work out, that's for sure.
It's not like they're getting blown away either. It's just you got to polish a few things off. Like you said, you're going robotic on me, Izan. I don't know what's happening there.
So were you. That's what I was saying.
Oh.
I was calling you T-Pain and shit.
Oh, I can't even hear you at all. Yay, team speak.
Okay. Either way, let's end this bad boy.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So thanks for tuning in again. Final score in favor of Heaven's Devils, 16-14. Orion lose their third in a row. They're going to be looking to strike back. Going to be hungry for a win next time around. But I am JRT for Izan, signing off for now. And remember, you frag.
We cast.